If you appendix carry, then comfort is everything, and a holster wedge makes all the difference. Today, I'm showing you exactly how to make a holster wedge yourself, step by step, so that you can carry more comfortably without having to buy something else. Let's do it. This video is sponsored by Eclipse Holsters. These holsters are insanely customizable with tons of different patterns, colors, belt clips, and aluminum washers. They also have some really cool custom accessories to go with your holster. I've been to their factory and seen their process firsthand. They care so much about the quality of every holster that they make. The best part is that your holster will ship in just 3 business days or less. If you want a custom holster with 0 wait time and a lifetime guarantee, then check them out at eclipseholsters.com. What is up, guys? Will Workman here with Workman Protection, here to give you the skills, the tools, and the mindset to protect yourself and your family. All right, let's get straight into making a holster wedge. Big thanks to Baker Targets for sending us this nice tablecloth. If you need some good targets for shooting, then check them out at bakertargets.com. So to get started making a wedge for your holster, you really only need 3 things. You need a yoga block. Walmart sells these. I think they're like between 10 and 15 bucks. The great thing about these is we're gonna make several wedges out of this. So if you've got multiple holsters or you have friends that want wedges, then you can have plenty out of this thing. So you need a yoga block. You need something to cut with. I like to just use a simple hacksaw.
Good Lord.
This is probably overkill. You can definitely just use like a big box cutter, one of those with a long blade. But I like to use the hacksaw just because it's really easy to use and it gives me a really straight line. It's hard for me to mess up. I'll also have something handy like a box cutter or an X-Acto knife. I'm not even sure if I'll use that, but I like to have it handy. So yoga block, something to cut with, and some adhesive Velcro. So I bought this on Amazon. This is a huge amount of 4-inch adhesive Velcro. So this is huge. This will last me for years probably. But I think this was like 15 bucks online. And again, I could make hundreds of holster wedges with this Velcro. We're just gonna jump straight in and start cutting the wedges. I'm not really even measuring or anything. I just wanna see kind of how long I want and then kind of think through how many wedges I could get out of this. And I'm just gonna kind of make a shallow cut with the X-Acto knife. And I'm just kind of scoring that so that I can see that here in a minute. It's not a perfect straight line, that's okay. I'm gonna do the same thing here. And the reason I wanna cut here is because I kind of like these rounded edges and I would rather have them on the wedge than this flat edge in the middle. So probably just gonna scrap this or use this for additional pieces if I need a different shape. So I'm just gonna cut through right here. And I'm just gonna do a straight cut all the way down. Doesn't have to be perfect, I just want it pretty close. All right, so remember how I was like, that'll make a nice straight line? Yeah, I kind of screwed up there, but that's all right, doesn't have to be perfect.
Not even close, bud.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut the wedge shape out of this one here, and then I'll cut them in half to make several wedges out of that shape. All right, cool. So now we've got kind of 2 wedge shapes. Obviously these are over twice the size that they need to be. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of look here. I'm just gonna cut it down the middle and do 2. That's definitely gonna be too big, but I would rather it be too big and be able to shape it down a little later than to be too small and just not have enough material to make it what I want. Now we've got 4 different shapes. Again, these are way too big to be holster wedges, but good place to start there, right? So I'm just gonna put it somewhere like this, and then I can shape it down to exactly where I want it. So I'm gonna mark kind of the shape that I would want to cut it down to. All right, cool. So I've cut my wedge down to about the shape that I want to. The cool thing is, as I cut that off, basically created a smaller wedge, right? So if I want something less aggressive, I can use something that small. I like something a little more aggressive, so I'm probably going to use that shape there. So I'm going to cut out a little divot right here just to make sure that that connects well where I want it to, and then we'll put on the Velcro. So I'm just gonna mark where the edge of that holster is so that I can cut just a little divot, something like that. All right, so I've cut just a little tiny divot there so that my holster will really fit snug into there. Will that matter a ton with the Velcro? Probably not, but I like to just have an area where I know it locks in place. Now that we made a huge mess and we've got our holster wedge made, let's go ahead and add the adhesive Velcro. All right, so the biggest thing you want to think about with this is where your body is going to be, because your body is going to be back behind this. And so if there's any Velcro hanging over, I don't want it to be the scratchy side. I want the soft side to be on the holster, scratchy side on the wedge. And I'm just going to cut a piece about the size I need, maybe a little bigger than I need. Same thing here, about the same size. All right, so let's add the adhesive to the holster first, and we'll go ahead and stick it on there, and then we can trim the edges if we have any sharp and pointy edges. Guys, this adhesive on this thing is no freaking joke, so get it right the first time for sure. I'm gonna make sure to go all the way down to the bottom of the holster, and I'm gonna cut around this right here because I wanna make sure I can get to those screws. Okay, so now I have access to those screws if I need them for later. And I am gonna trim the corners. So I wanna make sure that it is on all the edges of the holster, but not hanging over the edge where it's gonna get caught on something. All right, now we'll add our adhesive onto the wedge. All right, and I'm gonna do my best to kind of get it in that groove. Might not work, oh crap. All right, forget it.
You messed it up. You're stupid.
But I'm gonna stick it down in there as best I can anyway so that we have a little groove. Guys, that adhesive is very unforgiving, so get it right the first time. And I'm gonna trim this top edge up here before I stick it down too hard. We cut our little groove and it's still kind of there. I think it will help really lock into the holster even though it's not as defined now because the Velcro is on there. That's okay. All right, and then we're just gonna add our wedge onto the bottom of the holster. Cool, so there we go. So that fits on well. I could trim down the sides a little bit because it's definitely a little bigger than it needs to be. The thing that I love about the Velcro is that you can take it off and move it around wherever you want to. If you want to move it down further on the holster, you can do that. If you want to move it up more on the holster, you can do that. So that's the great thing about the Velcro. Also, if I carry different guns and I want to just take the wedge off and stick it on another holster, as long as I put the adhesive Velcro on there, I can totally do that. So that's really nice. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below for more concealed carry tips. And until next time, be alert, stand firm in your faith, be strong, be courageous, and let all that you do be done in love. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.